It's good. You got it.
Please be seated, everyone. A few logistical notes before we begin. Feel free to take as many photos as you like, but please stay in your seat, turn off the flash, and if you haven't done so, silence your phone. Also, after the ceremony, we'll be staying up on the mountain. Immediate family will stay in this area for a few photos. Everyone else is invited to go up to the deck for some cocktails, and I got a lot louder, and some beautiful views. Again, welcome everyone. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two lives. For John and Alicia, out of the routine of everyday life, the extraordinary has happened. Today we celebrate with them as they take the first of many steps on their journey to come. From the A-bars of Old Market Row to the grandeur of the Rockies, they met each other, fell in love, and today are finalizing the joining of their lives with this wedding. For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Aaron, or Zog. I met John and Alicia when I first moved to Madison back in 2009. I started with John. He was in my starting class at Epic. Alicia was one of a handful of project managers on the lab team at the time. Through countless cartwheels and a few questionable decisions, I watched them grow up, fall in love, travel the world, move across the country, and try their very best at adulting. Through all of this, they have continued to make time not only for each other, but their friends and family, to reunite, celebrate life's little and big accomplishments, and party. Probably a little too much at times. Whether John and Alicia and I are discussing, as Robbie mentioned last night, our love of Apple products, drinking rum in a small island bar, or ringing in a flannel-themed New Year, I've always been close with them. They have literally picked me up when I have fallen down. Ask someone about a rickshaw later tonight if you want to hear the story. And I hope to be there for them, figuratively, when they need to be picked up. It's my honor and pleasure that you two included me today. Thank you. And on a lighter note, John and Alicia have asked their friend, recurrent neighbor, and Ned Flanders to John's Homer Simpson, Brendan, to do a reading. Brendan?
Thank you. Closer? How's that? Perfect. All right. To Love is Not to Possess by James Kavanaugh. To love is not to possess, to own or imprison, nor to lose oneself in another. Love is to join and separate, to walk alone and together, to find a laughing freedom that lonely isolation does not permit. It is finally to be able to be who we really are, no longer clinging in childish dependency, nor docilely living separate lives in silence. It is to be perfectly oneself and perfectly joined in permanent commitment to another and to one's inner self. Love only endures when it moves like waves, receding and returning gently or passionately, or moving lovingly like the tide in the moon's own predictable harmony. Because finally, despite a child's scars or an adult's deepest wounds, they are openly free to be who they really are, and always secretly were, in the very core of their being, where true and lasting love can alone abide.
John and Alicia have decided to write their own vows. Alicia.
Okay. John, from the moment our paths crossed, you've surprised me, distracted me, captivated me, and challenged me in a way that no human being ever has. You released my inner self to feel more comfortable and at home in this world. I loved you quickly, and love you more than I could have imagined now. Yet love is a word I don't think I fully understood before we met, and a word that continues to evolve as we experience more together in this life. It is a word whose meaning keeps growing as our relationship deepens, and something I think I won't fully understand until we've made it another 30, 40, or 50 years together. There was something different about you from the very beginning. Starting with your chivalry during my miserable attempt, some might say failure, at playing the finger cup game and the pursuant long night on the Capitol lawn. Your genuine thirst for life, honesty, humor, and fun shone through, and it still shines brightly today. You're hilarious, strong, smart, and warm, and I love that about you. The first time we actually talked, it was like castle walls I built around me crumbling down all of a sudden. I felt released and free, like I could be truly connected to another person. And it opened up a whole new world for me. Not just to be more communicative, honest, and real with you, but to live my life that way, or at least to try to. You expect the best in and for people, and you make me want to be a better version of myself. Over the last 7 years, you've continued to push me to grow outside of my comfort zone and become a better person. Even if I'm not always a willing participant at the time, I usually, most often, appreciate it afterwards. Yet you understand, and I'd say excel, at the fine art of total relaxation, which is an important balance to my sometimes high-strung and very spreadsheet-driven lifestyle, and it's something I'm still learning from you. Those are just some of the reasons why I'm honored to call you my partner in this journey of life. I believe in you, the person you will grow to be, and the couple we will be together. You are a true partner, someone I can count on to push me, to challenge me, to create bigger goals and help me accomplish them. Someone to help carry the load, whether that load is a bag of sadness, a frustrating contract, or just our tint. If there's anything that happens where I needed a second opinion, you're my go-to guy. If I want to brunch and chill, you're my guy. If I want to camp 10 miles from civilization with a goat or try to snowboard off a jump for the first time, you're also my guy. For all the new, exciting, crazy, intriguing, challenging, lovely, and totally unexpected things life has to offer, I want you to forever be my guy, my John. The one I share the excitement, the joy, anticipation, challenges, and sometimes worry and sorrow with. I want to be there for you when you take risks on new things and when life throws curveballs, and there's no one else I want to be by my side when the same happens to me. I wish us many more powder days, backpacking trips, new countries, boozy brunches, new jobs, late nights dancing in the living room, and other joys as we grow older together. I'm happy and excited to share those experiences and many more with my one true partner in life. And so, these promises I make to you. I promise to respect you as a person, a partner, and an equal. I promise to take care of you and treat you with kindness, even if you leave the coffee cups right next to the sink. I promise to nurture your dreams because through them your soul shines. I promise to let us eat some meals without even taking one single photo of the food first. I promise to celebrate your successes and support you in low times. I promise to take the time to stop and be silly and joke around with you, even when I'm stressed and busy. They like that one. I promise not to call in the balance on our 7-year tab of dollar bets. I promise to be open. I promise to be open to new journeys and different paths, whatever those may be, even if they aren't in my life plan spreadsheets. I promise to encourage your compassion because that is what makes you unique and wonderful, especially when that compassion ends in campaigns involving geese or Marriott points for the homeless. I promise to give gratitude and remember how very lucky we are while also helping both of us find the room to grow and pursue even bigger dreams. You are my person, my best friend, my house partner, and the only person I want to navigate this crazy life with. I love you, and I promise to love you now and for always.
Yes. Your arms gonna get tired. It's actually
Okay.
All right. Pull together, John. Alicia, when we first started dating, we kept it a secret from everyone. We called each other best friends in an effort to downplay things and explain to everyone why we were all of a sudden hanging out so much. It was kind of silly, and I'm not sure it really fooled anyone, but never before had I experienced a romantic relationship where I could be so honest, so open, so myself in so many ways. I think that calling each other best friends actually poetically symbolized the foundation on which we would build our relationship. When I first met you, I fell in love quickly. You said that too. I found myself asking, who is this smart, beautiful girl with killer dance moves who's traveled the world, laughs at my dumb jokes, and parties as hard as I do? You intimidated me while at the same time giving me confidence. You made me feel like the world was huge and that there was so much more to see, so much more to learn. But you also made me feel that we could actually go to those places. We could see those things and we could learn about it all. I asked myself, how can this be? How are we so much on the same page, working hard, playing hard, liking the same music, and wondering the same weird things about the world? This had to be too good to be true. There had to be something wrong with this perfect person. And then I found out you were celiac and gluten-free. That was almost a deal breaker. But fortunately, your overwhelming tidal wave of good qualities won out, and here we stand today. As the years have gone by, I've grown to realize that there are just so many things that I love about you. I love your profound ambition and your unceasing idealism. I love your Woody Woodpecker laugh and the face you make when you're playfully grumpy. I love your never-ending desire to pick up new hobbies, travel the world, taste all the food, and meet new people. And I love how, when you're feeling happy around the house, you literally sing. It's so genuine. And even if you only know half the verse to the song and just keep repeating that part, I still love it. I love that you're patient with me when I think I know everything, which is frequent. And I love that you're always willing to sit down and talk things through when we have an argument. I love how you utilize the full extent of your professional project management skills to plan amazing parties. And then when the time comes, you're actually able to cut loose, relax, and enjoy yourself at those parties. I love how fun you are. I love how honest you are. And I love how big your heart is. You've always insisted on a certain sense of egalitarianism in our relationship. And I'll admit that at first this felt like some new hippy-dippy thing to me that I wasn't so sure I was going to like. But you hold up your end of the deal, as evidenced through us buying houses together, moving across the country, financially supporting each other during periods of fun employment, and all the many decisions we've had to make together along the way. I think we've soundly proven to each other that teamwork really does make the dream work. And I'm so incredibly lucky to have you on my team. Over the past 7 years, you've opened my eyes to so much, and I can confidently say that through being with you, I've learned to care about the real things in life, the right things in life, and you've made me a better person. So here's what I promise you. I promise that I will love you. I promise I will stand by you through thick and thin, no matter what curveballs life throws at us. You also said that. I promise that I will always try to listen to you and see things from your perspective, even when I think/know that I'm right. I promise that I will always get the things off the high shelves that you cannot reach. I promise to be an equal partner in our relationship and hold up my end of the bargain. I promise that when you randomly show up asking for hugs in the middle of a busy workday, I will always try to stop what I'm doing to give them to you no matter how busy I am. I promise to travel with you, work hard with you, relax with you, and never stop trying to squeeze as much fun out of life as we can. I promise that I will always support you in pursuing your dreams and ambitions, even if that means waiting an extra 15 minutes to eat the beautiful dinner you just made while you take 100 different pictures for your food blog. You said that one too. I promise to never stop telling you how pretty you look and how much I appreciate everything you do for our lives. But most of all, I promise to always do my best at being your husband, your partner, your confidant, and in the same way we started off our relationship, I promise that I will always be your best friend. I love you, Alicia, and I can't wait to marry you today.
No? All right, we'll make this work. The exchange of wedding rings represents the vows and promises that John and Alicia have just exchanged. They signify to the world the commitments they have made to each other. John. Hope I picked the right one.
That's right.
Just joking. Place this ring on Alicia's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring, and with it, all that I have and all that I am.
I give you this ring, and with it, all that I have and all that I am.
Alicia. Place this ring on John's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring, and with it, all that I have and all that I am.
I give you this ring, and with it, all that I have and all that I am.
Okay. So John and Alicia are going to plant a Colorado dwarf peach tree. So let's do some movements here. The Colorado dwarf peach tree, a sapling which they will later plant in their yard and nurture into a fruit-bearing tree in the same way that they will watch their love mature. The planting, strengthening, and growth of a tree provides us with an excellent illustration for drawing comparisons to a flourishing marriage. Just as the roots keep the tree firmly grounded, love and patience will build a strong foundation for John and Alicia's marriage as it becomes renewed and empowered through the ever-changing seasons that lay ahead. It is common for an officiant to close the ceremony by offering some advice on marriage and love. But knowing John and Alicia, finding advice that would both resonate and that they would listen to was a challenge. A religious text, probably not. A Herzog original, also very questionable. So while looking through quotes and writing this ceremony, I found a few from Bob Marley that I thought stood a chance. So to paraphrase Bob Marley, you are not perfect, and neither are they. The two of you may never be perfect together, but if you can make each other laugh, cause each other to think twice, and admit to being a human and making mistakes, then hold on to each other and give each other the most that you can. You may not be thinking about each other every second of the day, but you gave each other a part of you that you know the other can break. So don't hurt each other, don't change each other, don't analyze, and don't expect more than the other can give. Smile when you make each other happy. Let your partner know when they make you mad. We know that won't be a problem. And miss each other while you're apart. You guys ready? So by the power vested in me by Al Gore and the internet, I now pronounce John and Alicia husband and wife. Kiss already!
over, they're walking out. We didn't talk about this. Awesome.